Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, or if this is your first time here, hi, my name is Dana. I upload a new video at least once a week, and as you may have noticed, during December, I've made it my goal to upload every single day. So now is a great time to subscribe if you haven't already so you can stay on top of all of my new videos. This is a tea I've been holding on to for a little while. I ordered it like maybe a month ago at the time I'm finally posting this video, but I'm really excited to try it. You guys had a lot of good things to say about it when I uploaded my tea haul, and it is organic vanilla chai from DAVIDSTEA. So I say we get it steeping before we get into the ingredients. I have, of course, a clear glass mug and then my metal basket infuser. This year, I took the very first steps to starting my very own business someday, and this infuser was that step. This is my very first product. Right now, it is for sale on Amazon. So if you are in need of one of these metal basket infusers, the link is always in the description box, but these are just my absolute essential. They can never really break. They're easy to clean. They're just like the perfect way to make a tea, if you ask me. So that's why I sell them myself. So got that in my cup. I got my DAVIDSTEA Perfect Spoon. We'll just take a scoop of our vanilla chai. Ooh, it smells good. Right in our infuser. Pour in our hot water. All right, now we can set this to the side, let it steep, and check out the loose tea, the ingredients, and everything we can find out about organic vanilla chai. So normally I just buy teas on DAVIDSTEA's website that are new and that I want to review or try on camera, and then I just buy like my staple teas. This one is kind of an exception to those two categories. I wanted to get a chai because I have run out of all of my like basic, like masala, traditional kind of chais, and I wanted something to replace it with, but I thought I hate this term, but kill two birds with one stone by buying one I've never had before so I could also share a review with you guys. So that's how I landed on organic vanilla chai. Let's go ahead and read the ingredients. This is organic, which is cool. So if you're looking for only organic teas, which I know a lot of people do only drink organic teas, this is one that you can have. And it's a black tea. And the ingredients are organic cinnamon, organic black tea, organic licorice root, organic ginger, organic vanilla with natural vanilla and cream flavoring. It does have like the little certification for USDA organic and Canada. Those are those there. So this, I guess, isn't as traditional as I imagined because it just has cinnamon, licorice root, ginger, and vanilla, whereas normally a traditional chai would have some kind of cloves. David's chai that I really like has star anise in it, and I enjoy that. But usually it's like a mix of more than just those spices, so this will be interesting. I did get some feedback from you guys. Usually like I try to avoid any like information I can before I taste test a tea on camera because I want to like not have any bias going into it, and I like to have my first impression, nothing else. I don't know anything about it till we are sitting and talking here, but you guys did tell me a couple things about this tea. So one person told me it tastes like an oatmeal cookie, so I'm gonna be specifically looking for that. And then someone else told me like it's not really a traditional chai, and that's okay. I'm sure I'll like it anyway, but I was kind of looking for like a traditional chai just with the addition of vanilla, but DAVIDSTEA could never do something that basic. They love to do fun things and change it up. So here's how it looks all spread out. You can see all those spices, those dark black tea leaves, so beautiful. And I smell the licorice root, which I love. I love licorice root. Some people don't, but for me, like, I just find it adds such a amazing, wonderful sweetness to a tea that I just enjoy so much. And I actually smell that in this. I don't really smell the ginger so much. But I do smell the cinnamon. Another tea that has licorice root that I really have been loving lately is David's Tea's Carrot Cupcake. That was new when I first started working at David's Tea, so that one is really close to my heart. So I'm getting similarities in the smell, even though they're pretty different. And I think it's just that combination of cinnamon, ginger, and licorice root. Let's see what we can spot though. Organic cinnamon, I see lots of little barky boys, these guys. Organic black tea, we could definitely see. Licorice root, it's hard to determine which is the licorice root and which is the ginger. I think these little guys are the licorice root because the ginger has more like, you'll see. But here is what I believe to be a piece of licorice root. I don't even know if you could see it because it's so little. Organic ginger. They have these like, ginger has these like fibers. You know what I'm talking about? Those like threads almost, like these little fine guys coming out. Like they're those irregular shapes. So I recognize those. Organic vanilla. I don't know if we'd be able to spot that. I don't know if it's like vanilla bean or what, but I definitely smell it. And then natural vanilla and cream flavoring. Not a whole lot of ingredients, but that's kind of right up my alley. I love simple teas. I love like clean tasting teas. I love ginger, I love chai. So let's go on David's Tea's website and see what we can find out, because there's always more information on there than we get on the bags. So here's how it looks in the picture. I feel like it shows more like chunks in the picture than I see in front of me. Might just be like how it's piled up, but I see more black tea than chunks of things, but in the picture I see more chunks of things than black tea, but that's all right. So how it tastes. Deliciously rich, spicy and sweet with a hint of creaminess. For those chilly days, get your cozy on with this rich and spicy vanilla chai tea. The combo of organic black tea and digestion-loving spices like ginger, cinnamon, and licorice root is like pure comfort in a cup. But if you ask us, it's a sweet, creamy swirl of vanilla that makes this latte-worthy blend a real winner. Try it with milk and sugar for a belly-warming treat that'll have you wishing for snow. I don't think you could ever get me wishing for snow. Like the first snow, fine. If it snows a couple times before Christmas, it has to wait though. It has to wait till at least November 1st to snow before I'm personally okay with it. Anything before Halloween, I'm like, no, no, no. I'm like, get out of here with that. I don't want to see snow before November. But I mean, leading up to Christmas, I'm all right with snow. I'm trying to move to Florida next year, my husband and me, so we don't prefer snow, so this tea is not going to get me wishing for snow unless it's like literally Christmas morning. And what makes it great? We added a vanilla spin to this classic chai for a touch of creamy sweetness. Feeling the chill, this spicy tea will warm you up in no time. So when I worked at David's Tea, there were two like traditional black tea chais. One was called Saigon chai, and it was like the spicier side. Like it had the chai spices you'd expect, and then it had, I think it was pink peppercorns, which I love because they look like little tiny Rudolph noses, and it looks so festive and cute. So Saigon chai I really enjoyed. It didn't have licorice root or anything like that. It was just an organic, simple, what you would think of when you think of chai. So when people would ask for a chai, I'd always be like, well, this one is on the spicier side. And the other one, which was called Chai and Mighty, was on the sweeter side. So Chai and Mighty, it was also pretty traditional as far as chais, I think. Like it was black tea, but it had the licorice root, so it was on the sweeter side of chai. And you know what? I'm actually going to look and see if I can find Chai and Mighty online and compare the ingredients, because I'm curious how these are different. Oh, see, yeah, that one, even though it was what I considered the sweeter of the two chais, that one has more of the traditional spices that this one doesn't have. So That one had black tea, cinnamon, ginger, licorice root. So there, it's all pretty much the same. But then it takes a turn and goes to cardamom, cloves, vanilla, and black pepper. So that one was sweeter than the Saigon chai, but this one is gonna be even more sweet and like less spiced. So it all really depends on what your personal preference is. I love a good spicy chai, that's my favorite. But I can go for a sweet one too, especially if it tastes like an oatmeal cookie, which I could smell that. I could see it tasting like that. And also I'm thinking that it would probably make a good latte without having to sweeten it. When we drink like chai lattes at places like Starbucks or other coffee shops, most of the time they use concentrates to make their chai lattes, and they're sugary and they're basically just a syrup that is like concentrated tea as well. So we're used to it really, really sweet. And then when you make a latte at home with a regular chai, you might be kind of missing that sweetness. So that licorice root is really gonna come through for us in the event that we are making a latte. But today we're just trying it as a normal cup of tea, a normal hot, cozy cup of tea. So let's go ahead and remove that infuser. All right, so it still is a bit hot, but I wanna try it. I feel like there's such a fine line between like too hot to drink and like ice cold, too cold to drink. You know what I mean? You have like that tiny window. Set it to the side for a minute, and before you know it, you're gonna have to put it in the microwave if you want your tea hot. So let's just go for it and try it. That sweetness is incredible. I will say, it doesn't really taste much like a chai. It tastes much more like a licorice root tea. Like it has that, oh, I love it though. I love licorice root, that kick of sweetness. It's like powerful sweetness. It's really nice and really sweet, and I taste vanilla, but I wouldn't really think of it as much of a chai. If I were to name this tea, maybe, I don't know, maybe like vanilla cinnamon swirl or something. You know what I mean? I don't know if I would have called it vanilla chai. I didn't really read the description or anything before I bought it, but just by the name, I was thinking it would be a traditional chai just with the addition of vanilla and like the sweeter side, you know, like chai and mighty. But this is definitely not like what you would think of as the traditional chai, but it's still good. I definitely like, I feel like the licorice root is the #1 strongest ingredient, but I do taste the cinnamon and the vanilla as well. I feel like I drink so much ginger that my taste buds like are almost desensitized to it, so I'm not sure I'm picking up much ginger. It's chai-like, like it's kind of like a chai, but I wouldn't consider it like a traditional chai. But also important to note, when I worked at David's Tea, I noticed teas like cinnamon rooibos chai, which is just rooibos, apple, and cinnamon, no other spices or anything. So I asked my boss, like, why is that called chai? It's not like the spices, it's just cinnamon. And she explained to me that chai is a name for any tea with spice. So you could call anything a chai as long as it has some spices in it, I guess. We don't normally. We wouldn't call like something with just ginger and things chai, but I guess anything that is spiced qualifies as chai technically. So this is a chai because it has spices. But more than anything is that licorice root and that cinnamon. I like this. I don't think I'd buy it again though, because I want a traditional chai. Like, I'm looking to fill that gap in my tea wall. I did get a chai from my Sips by box this month though, so we'll have to try that and see if that will do the trick. But I don't think I'd buy this one again. I like it. I'll definitely drink what I have, but it's not gonna do it for like the chai I was hoping for. It does taste like an oatmeal cookie though. I could definitely see that, and I like that. And oh, now I'm thinking about like dunking a cookie in this, and that would be so amazing. Another thing I really love about licorice root is the way it feels. If you have any sort of throat issue, like you've been talking all day and your voice hurts, or like, you know, you just need to like soothe it, like you just need something soothing on your throat, because I know none of you guys are getting sick, right? I know you're all staying home. I know you're all wearing your masks. I just gotta throw those reminders in there every once in a while because I wanna keep you guys safe. But licorice root feels amazing on your throat. It's so soothing and comforting, and if your throat hurts, get you a licorice root tea. It's honestly like better than a cough drop if you ask me. And tastes better too, from that like really sweet kick. A lot of people are put off when they hear licorice root because they think it's gonna taste like licorice. To me, it really doesn't. So if you've been putting it off, you might wanna try it. Like, you might wanna try a tea like this. Maybe not exactly this one, but maybe something that has licorice root as an ingredient, just so you could see. I really do recommend stepping out of that comfort zone every now and again and trying something that you thought you wouldn't like. For me, I'm not really that crazy about hibiscus, but periodically I'll try things with hibiscus, and sometimes I really like it. You never know, but I think I love licorice root, and I think it's worth a try if you haven't really given it a proper chance. As far as making a latte out of this, since it is so sweet, I'm not sure the spices would stand up to the sweetness and the milk. I guess we'll find out, because maybe I'll make one of these days. But I think I'm gonna prefer to just drink it right like this and enjoy that licorice root comfort and sweetness. I mean, this tea wasn't really what I was looking for, but at the end of the day, like, I do like it for what it is. It does taste like an oatmeal cookie, and I appreciate that, and I enjoy that. And I'm glad I had the chance to try it. I really loved when I would work at David's Tea, and it was like a necessity that I would try every tea on the wall. I miss that so much, like being able to try every new tea for free. Now I have to like buy a full 2 ounces of each one because we don't even have a store near us anymore. So you never appreciate what you have until it's gone, honestly. I mean, we should though, so be mindful and appreciate your blessings while they are here, because one day you'll wish you could just try every new tea for free and not have to buy a 2-ounce bag each time. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed my review of David's Tea's organic vanilla chai. I am making it my goal to upload a new video every single day in December. So when you're watching this, hopefully I haven't missed a day yet. If you haven't yet, now's a great time to subscribe, because there's going to be a lot more tea reviews and hopefully some other fun things here and there for the rest of the month. But let's really make the most out of this holiday season. Let's enjoy all the cozy vibes we can, and let's reach out to our friends on the internet and text our friends and our family and just do everything we can to feel cozy and feel close despite the circumstances. We can do it. But anyway, I hope you're having a beautiful holiday season. I hope that you and your family are staying safe and healthy. And I hope you have a beautiful day, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.